Okay. We are back for season 3 of Solar Sidekicks. I'm here with my co-host, Lauren Seconti. How are you, Lauren?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Great, thanks. Happy New Year.
Happy 2026.
Yeah, we're back already.
Yeah, it's
and
exciting.
Started off with a bang, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very, very exciting. We've got a bit on this year, a lot planned.
Oh, there's so much going on, isn't there?
Yeah. And the weather's been amazing so far.
Yeah, well, I mean, sort of. It's some, I suppose you might say it's been a bit too amazing, like with some of the stuff that's been happening the last couple of days.
Yes, a bit scary down here in Melbourne.
Yeah, for sure. We might talk about a little bit of that a bit later on. But let's, first of all, before we get into our first podcast of 2026, let's acknowledge the traditional landowners of where we're recording this. And that's the Boonwurrung people of the Kulin Nation. And I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. All right, so let's just introduce our guest. We won't keep him hanging there on the side for too long without engaging in the conversation. Our first guest for season 3 is Michael Shaughnessy. Congratulations on making it to 2026, Michael. Good work.
Thanks, guys. Good to be with you finally. Keen for a big one.
Yeah, for sure. Really good. Really looking forward to a really big year. And it was a pretty big year for you last year, Michael, would you say? 2025?
2025 had its ups and downs.
Yeah.
The EV industry continued to go from strength to strength. We hit over 100,000 BEVs in the end.
Wow.
150,000 EVs if you count plug-in hybrids.
Yeah. Yep.
13% of the new car market.
It's a lot now, isn't it?
That's awesome.
It's getting up there. Yeah. It's been a sort of tumultuous year for me professionally as well.
Yeah, yep.
And that's seen me move on from the EV Council.
Yeah, so I'm not going to introduce you as working for the EV Council because, you've left there now and you're in between jobs at the moment.
I am, yes. It's exciting. I'm going to work for Vic Government in the Department of Environment. For today, my views are my own. I'm in between jobs.
Yes.
And there'll be no holds barred.
Yeah. Love that. We got you at a good time. I messaged you at the perfect time, I think. So, I'm pretty glad I picked that.
We might get him to say something that he won't say in a few weeks. No, that's good. Good stuff. All right. Well, also, I just wanted to mention, for those of you who don't know, the main way I know Michael is we used to work together at the Clean Energy Council.
Of course, you both did.
Yeah, we're both on the tech team at the CEC. You joined about 2018, I reckon it was.
That's right, yes.
Yeah, that was, you were there for, I think you ended up being there longer than me.
A lot longer, yeah.
Did you?
CEC for 5.5 years.
Okay, so I was just under 5, so yeah. Okay.
You started a few years before me. But,
I started 2017, I started.
Applied by yourself and the great Sandy Atkins.
Yeah, that's right.
2018.
Yeah.
And, we saw a lot of activity in the industry over those 5 years.
A
couple of standards come in and some incentives come in and go away at various state levels. And there was always a bit to deal with. Yeah,
for sure. Well, let's go back one more step. And you ran your own contracting business before that. Doing a lot of solar installs. You did other electrical stuff too?
Yeah, it was pretty broad. Just starting out, you need to cast a wide net, I think.
Grab what you can.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I got into the electrical trade around 2010.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people in the industry, sort of solar was blowing up at that time. And I became an electrician because I wanted to install solar and do something for the environment. 2014, got my license, started a contracting business straight away. Started with a mate installing mostly 5 and 6 kilowatt systems, or 6.6s as it were back in that day.
Golden number, wasn't it?
That's it, yeah. Did a few installs for True Value Solar.
Well, that's where I met you, actually.
Where I first met Pat.
I have so many people worked at TVS.
It was massive. Wasn't it just a
network you have and behind the mics?
But wasn't it it was just a massive operation though, wasn't it? Actually, when you were doing it, it probably wasn't quite as in its heyday, but it still would have been, it still would have been decent.
Yeah. They were scratching around for installers and we popped up with a bit of time. So we jumped in for 2 or 3 installs per week.
Yep.
Not a big turnout or anything, but yeah.
Still a lot.
Yeah, look, kept us busy. But yeah, we also got our aircon tickets at that time.
Yeah, okay.
And put in the odd split and EV chargers and light and power and yeah, whatever else we could find.
Yeah. No. So what was it? What was the draw to renewables? Is that just because you're that way inclined? Like you like the idea of producing your own power?
I was going to say the exact same thing.
Oh, you do it then, Lauren.
Yeah, the exact same thing. And also you wanted to do something for the environment. I like that.
Yeah. So out of high school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So I got a Bachelor of Science and ended up majoring in biochemistry and working in with the crop barley, that you make beer out of. It wasn't really ticking the boxes for me as a career, and I was becoming more and more aware of climate change and the challenges that that's going to create for us in the long term. So yeah, I can remember lying in a bunk bed in London in 2008, scratching my head about what I was going to do to try and help climate change. And I thought about getting off gas and electrification, and solar was sort of becoming a more affordable prospect for consumers at that time. So it worked out that you needed to be an electrician to install that stuff. So that's when I started looking around for an apprenticeship when I got back from overseas.
Very good. And looking back on that now, because I'm pretty sure, like, it's fair to say your days of installing solar are pretty much limited now. Like that.
Don't say that. We can't assume that.
Oh well, I mean, he's not doing anything to do with installing solar. You've done a few things since you've done that. Now, I doubt. I mean, who knows? You might go back one day, but
you might start inspecting.
I've already done my inspector's course, and I decided that wasn't going to be for me.
Okay, fair.
But very interesting to learn all the testing side of things. But no, look, in 12 months' time, if I get chucked out of VicGov, you never know, I could be back on the tools.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly.
We're always looking for installers, so come here first.
Lauren,
trying to recruit people in the future already.
Absolutely.
shameless, isn't it?
Just assume he's going to lose his job or just leave. Or...
The door's always open. You know where our office is. You're welcome anytime.
You wait.
You work in sales as well.
Yeah.
A bit of everything.
Yeah. Thought so.
You wait. She'll start trying to recruit you for weekend work soon. That'll be the next thing.
Yeah, we do a fair bit of work. So never know.
All right. So yeah. All right. Well, that's good. So yeah, and you enjoy work yourself. Was that good? Was it challenging, or because it is a challenging thing, but fulfilling, I suppose, would be the question.
Going in with one of your mates as well. It's always hit and miss. You never know
For sure.
if it's going to tear you apart or.
He is a different kind of cat as well, and he did end up leaving the company after a couple of years. I mean, finding enough work to really pay yourself what you believe you're worth is the challenge, and that was building. We're definitely building, but I had some personal stuff happen, and I just remember rocking up to a CEC installer night there one night and ran into James Patterson, who was a bit of a guru around the industry at that time. Some of the old listeners or people who've been around the solar installation industry for a while will remember him as doing the old toolbox talks.
Yeah.
CEC.
That's right.
Cowboys, look out.
Yeah, that's right. Solar install. Yeah, solar install. Dodgy solar installers, beware.
that was Pato.
You're not doing that at any of your installer nights.
No. This was like a video series.
Oh.
Yeah, like on the CEC website of like short, sharp, like probably 5-minute-ish videos on particular topics.
On Toolbox.
Yeah, it was a great idea, wasn't it? Wasn't it good? Wasn't it?
Yeah. People could just access it whenever they wanted. And you heard about companies getting everyone together a Friday afternoon over a beer and taking in a bit of new installation compliance info. So yeah, that was a good thing for a short time.
I see you on the roof. That's what he's catch. There's a sign off. See you on the roof. Yeah.
So got talking to him one installer night because I used to do some installs with him back in the day, and he just mentioned that might be an opening at the CEC, and it turned out to be a good opportunity to get off the tools for me a little bit earlier than I had anticipated.
Yeah.
How did you find that going from on the tools to, was it an office job? What were you doing? at the CEC?
Yeah. So it just happened slowly. I started out 3 days a week, and I was still doing my contracting stuff the other 2 or 3 days a week. So that got my income back up to sort of where I thought it should be. And then, I was feeling like I was making a positive impact at the CEC, helping installers and raising compliance levels. So I eventually transitioned to 4 and then 5 days a week.
There you go. Wow. And did you still obviously keep up your contractor's license? They keep renewing it, or what did you do with it?
Yes, I still do the odd job for friends and family.
Love that.
And all the money that my company makes these days goes into maintaining my tickets.
Yeah, that's good.
All the tickets.
All the courses.
Spent so much time and money. Attaining. Can't let them go. I'm sure there's lots of other people who've moved on.
There'd be heaps, yeah.
They work too hard for those tickets, so you got to keep.
You want to hold on to them.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't think the family and friends jobs ever stop.
No.
I reckon I've got so many friends and family that just keep asking me about solar. When can you do this? When can you do that? I'm not even
just work for consumers and the customers. They don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
So honestly, if they know someone in the industry, even if they feel like they might be paying a little bit more, they're happy to go with someone they just know won't rip them off.
That's true. Yeah. That's.
They are becoming a lot more aware. But I will hats off to them.
That's true.
There's so many competitor quotes that we're getting, and we welcome them. I've always said that from the start. Yes, send me through your quotes. Let's see. We went to a restaurant the other day in Cranbourne. We had our staff lunch, and he saw our tops that had solar on them, and he just started asking us a couple questions, and then we're quoting up his system. And he's like, I've just had this random person walk in and start talking about solar. I had no idea who he was or where he came from. Like, oh, okay, that's so random. I'm like, we'll give you a chop out, we'll give you a hand. But people are still very cautious of who they're going with, and they're asking the right questions, which is good.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to wear your company garb at all times.
So I try and get out of it.
That's leads coming from.
I try and get out of it, to be honest, because I don't. Yeah, I can't. Well, I got the car as well. Everywhere I go, see people driving down the freeway and they're just looking at the thing. Oh God!
Don't call me.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's all good.
Yeah. Well, that was it's a fun time at the CEC.
Was it overall?
Yeah, it was.
They're good people in there trying to make a difference.
Yeah. I don't reckon there's. Maybe from when did you leave? 2022 was it? Something like that.
Have to be,
wouldn't it? Yeah. So I left 2021.
Do we think they're still trying to make a difference?
Stop trying to get controversial comments out of him when
we've got 24 hours.
They had a major win last year, getting the Cleaner Home Battery Scheme up and about. They were very loud advocates for that, amongst others.
Yep.
So while they've got less to do with the installer side and compliance side these days, I believe they are still trying to make positive impact. But SEC and SAA have stepped into some of those roles that they used to carry out, and sort of created a bit of a conflict within the CEC from some perspectives. At one end of the office, you had the Paris end, as we used to call it. They had the sort of bigger renewable generators in mind, whereas down our end in the Beirut, we were concerned with the consumers, the customer, the consumer energy resources, rooftop solar.
Yeah, and that is how it was. It's sort of hard to explain that dynamic, isn't it? Because until you're actually there and you're experiencing it, you just most people just think it's the one organisation that are all on the same page and all fighting the same battle, and it's just not. It's like, it's generally speaking,
you just have to zoom out a little bit further.
Yeah, that's right.
So we're all trying to forward renewables and combat climate change, but there are many ways to skin a cat.
Yeah. That's it. Well, and that's right. And I mean, I suppose let's face it. Any time you have an organisation that exists, it's going to be political. Yeah. So you can't. CEC, didn't escape that either. So yeah. Oh well, I mean, they're doing what they're doing now, and it's I don't know. I don't really hear much about them anymore. So it's sort of.
I think the products team probably still has.
Yeah, the
products alive.
Yeah, they've had a huge influx of applications for every battery manufacturer in the world wanting to get into the Australian market.
Yep,
and that slowed them down considerably. So that's the only negative I'm hearing out of the CEC at the moment.
Yeah,
but they're resourcing up and asking for more money to get that happening more quickly. So that's
a good sign.
One thing I did hear, apparently there's like I've only heard this. I'd have to follow it up, but apparently there's some people on the board now who are from the gas industry.
Yeah, right.
But I don't know. So I don't know. Like maybe
To do what? Are they making a switch, or are they trying?
I don't know. If you were a conspiracy theorist, you might make the assumption that the gas industry are trying to influence the clean energy lobbyists. But I don't know. That's just maybe a conspiracy theory. I don't know. I've heard that
When they had them at the HIA. The Australian Gas Networks was a major sponsor of the HIA, but they just banned all gas to new connections.
Yeah, right. So, are they just trying to still have an influence, though? Is that what it is? Trying to do their best to have an influence.
Not
Interesting.
But they had a major sponsorship. I'm like, pretty sure you just banned gas to new connections.
But then, didn't it got rolled back a bit, didn't it? Didn't some of it get rolled back when it all, like, that was only to new estates or something, I think? Because I know when I built my house, we actually had the option. So they had...
Existing, you can still connect to it.
Yeah, that's right.
But if it's a new estate...
Yeah, because I remember there was people trying to convince me to keep it. I'm like, well, I don't want to keep it. I'm like, I don't want that.
Do you know who I am?
Thanks. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I don't want some, stinky pipe coming into my house. What do I want that for?
You do hear about the gas companies paying kickbacks to the developers,
yeah.
Make sure the gas goes in, extend out their asset timelines a little bit.
Relevancy.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's naughty.
It is naughty. It is naughty. Anyway, let's get off gas.
Yeah, and corruption.
Yeah.
Always leaves you a bit cold.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, especially when it doesn't feel like there's a lot we can do about it.
Yeah.
Level.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. All right. Well, yeah. So, so CEC, you were doing case studies, a few installer nights. Did a few installer nights. Yeah. Oh, fun, weren't they?
Yeah.
Enjoy doing them?
Look, public speaking has been a large part of my white collar professional career.
Yeah.
And I always find with these kinds of things, the amount of nervousness I feel before the presentation and writing the presentation is not equaled by the level of satisfaction I feel after delivering.
Yeah.
But once you are up there behind the mic and you're getting a bit of conversation going between the audience and some Q&A, it is enjoyable at that point. Once you get over the nerves. But it's always a source of trepidation for me, public speaking.
Yeah, fair enough. Did you ever have anyone? Were there any interesting moments you had at installer nights? Like, did you ever have there was the famous one where someone threw a punch at Sandy or whatever it was. There was that one, and then there's a couple of other times where there was,
I think there were.
I actually wasn't. I actually wasn't referring to the one I know you're thinking of.
Yeah,
that wasn't an installer night, by the way. Yeah, we're just talking about a time where we were at a SEA event, and I basically got threatened. So I won't name who by, but there was a few people that were there.
Wasn't it an installer night when I met a fairly prominent Queensland solar installer, and he shook my hand so hard that I spilled the beer on myself?
No, that was the same night and the same person. No, that was a SEA event in Townsville.
Was it? Okay.
SEA.
Okay.
SEA Townsville the night before. Yeah.
What do you do in that situation?
Just try to remember who you work for, and
look, I think we both carried ourselves really well that night. To be honest, it could have got out of hand if it was. It absolutely could have got out of hand. He was being aggressive. He was being, he was
provocative.
Provocative, yeah, totally out of line, and yeah, it wasn't a comfortable position for anyone to be in. Even onlookers, even bystanders were like, "This is not cool."
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, it wasn't great. So anyway, put that to the side about installer nights, but they were. I used to enjoy them, and that's why we're bringing them back. But they're
congrats on that.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Really exciting announcement. Can't wait to get around it.
Yeah, no, it's going to be really good. We're looking forward to being part of hopefully something that's going to really help the industry. So that's going to be good. But yeah, I feel like they're needed, just that engagement with installers face to face, being able to get around them and have a chat to them, teach them things, give them some answers as well. I think it was always really good for some answers.
Installers, I think, for a large part, are really visual learners and hands-on learners. Doing everything in front of a computer screen as we do these days, and we had to through COVID, Understandably, it doesn't give people the best outcomes. The learnings don't stick in your head. So yeah, nothing better than getting in a room and having it out.
For sure.
A few conversations, and then you can get on the tools and make sure it sticks in there.
Yeah. Actually, reminded me of one install, and might have been one of the first ones you spoke at, I think, and I was up there with you. So I think it might have been in Queensland, and I'd always, got stuck into people who were presenting who used to just put like, not even death by PowerPoint, but just death by text. They just have like points and make people read the screen, and they just read off screen. And I'm like, oh, this is killing me. What the hell? That's right. There was one guy, a Queensland regulator, who did that, but he did it in an engaging way. Now I can't remember his name. I can't remember. I just remember this forever though. He was able to have words on a screen and engage you in a way that everyone was able to understand. So it just showed me that there's different ways of presenting which can be effective. Yeah. I don't know if you remember that.
Those days. No, I don't remember that particular presentation. That does sound like a special skill.
Yeah.
That person had, and not many others do.
Yeah.
When there's too much text on a screen, that people start reading the text and not listening to what you say.
That's right.
And it's just a big jumble of information.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it reminds me, back in those days, it was crap solar. It was a pretty prominent feature of the installer nights, and we left that after a while because we sort of felt like, okay, we're showing people what not to do.
Yep.
And we're having a bit of a laugh at someone's expense.
Yeah.
But can we be more constructive about this?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like, the whole thing with crap solar is now just not relevant. Sometimes I see stuff on there that might be, just a bit of a laugh or something, but it's not something I would get on there every night or anything like that. It's not. I think we've evolved.
What is this? What's
crap solar? You don't know what crap solar is?
Wow.
Are you serious?
What is this?
It's a Facebook page. It's basically where a lot of people met online, like
and just talk about
industry.
solar.
Yeah, so it just started as
like photos of people's solar.
Yeah.
Oh.
People used to like tag other people if they knew it was their install and stuff. But there was that was bad. I don't know how many people were on it. There must be. I don't know.
It was big.
Is it worldwide? Or
no,
it was Australia.
Pretty much Australia, New Zealand. Yeah. There you go. Well, that's good. You don't know about it. That's actually really good.
Yeah, it's shrunk away to nothing, and now
good.
I mean, there's probably lots of pages split off now. Cutters was the big one.
Yep.
I don't know what else there is now.
Oh, I think there's a whole lot of sub pages now, like with
There's Australian solar installers or something like that.
That's terrible. Oh, that is the most terrible page, because that's just like, you actually get installers on there saying, I'm selling solar. And it's like, sorry, mate, this page is for installers. Like,
we're all batting on the same team here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's a few other ones. Like, I know SIG's got their own one. I think.
Yeah, Good. We've got them.
Yeah, Good. Yeah, that's it. All that sort of stuff. So that's sort of
super specific.
Yeah, which I think is good. But yeah, it's still definitely a place where we can all learn stuff online, I think. Yeah, which is cool. All right, well, before we go into our first break, Michael, I just want to know a little bit more about like your transition from the CEC to the EV Council, and not so much the transition, but you made a big move from one organisation that was, looking after accreditation, and the other side advocating for renewable energy, to a very sort of specific thing, electric vehicles. And probably when you started there, was a fair bit smaller as far as like what was happening out in the community. I mean, there's a lot of, you see EVs around now. There's,
every second car.
Yeah, it seems that way. Well, now, because we all drive EVs, we're all looking at them. So you probably noticed them. But yeah, it was much smaller probably when you started. What made you want to get into that side of things?
Yeah, well, when I think back, as a teenager, I was right into cars, going to motor shows and reading Drive in the Age and stuff like that, talking about it with my mates. I was right into cars until I found out the damage they were doing to the climate.
So you went around the back of the factories here doing doughies at like Saturday nights.
In me. Yes, as a P plater, I had a Falcon. And
yeah, did you?
Burning rubber and fossil fuels, and it was great fun.
Yeah, cool.
Until I worked out the damage we were doing.
So, and your wallet.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I sort of started to ignore cars for a long time. But yeah, in 2018, when I started the CEC, you're right, EVs were not very prominent. You would hear a little bit about Teslas.
Yeah.
They were sort of coming along in leaps and bounds, and that was exciting to me. you heard about concepts like bidirectional, vehicle to grid, and the positive impact that could have on the grid. So I was lucky at the CEC. They invested in me to allow me to do some part-time work in the policy team.
Yeah.
And
That's really cool.
yeah,
The odd trip to Paris for the afternoon.
That's right,
Is that just a walk down the hallway then?
Yeah.
I was there somewhere between France and Lebanon. But yeah, for a day a week they gave me to work in the policy team, and that they were pretty good as an organisation at letting people sort of move into different teams if they wanted to.
Yeah.
I just found a real passion for policy. It seems to be an area where you can make a high impact. And so, yeah, I started then doing 2 days a week in the policy team and making some submissions. And that's when I started to meet other people in the EV industry, like Ross Durango, who was head of EV infrastructure, energy and infrastructure at the EV Council at that time. And he was the one who eventually hired me 2 and a bit years ago. So going into policy full-time was an enormous learning curve. Just learning about a whole new industry, albeit a small industry, and learning how to be effective at advocating certain policies and learning all the existing policies and what makes people listen to you or your arguments stand out. It's been an awesome learning curve actually. I'm going on with it. So.
Awesome. And just to clarify, you were writing and learning policies specific to EVs. Is that it?
Yeah. So EVs, from the perspective that they are a consumer energy resource, same as solar or storage, and the way that can feed into the market, integrate with the market potentially in the future, as part of virtual power plants and that kind of thing, the way people use their energy, keeping time of use tariffs in mind, the way they can reduce their energy use at dinner time during that peak period to take strain off the grid, but also to keep electricity prices down for everyone. These are the sort of impacts that CER can have.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's really cool. We need to go into this.
Yeah, we do. I want to learn more about this. And yeah, we'll probably let's go to our first break. We've got a lot to unpack, I think, about EVs. I'm going to fully nerd out on EVs now. It's a bit of, because I've still got my shiny new toy, so it's something I'm really interested in. You're a stalwart at it, Lauren. How long you had an EV for now? It's been
a year and a half now.
A year and a half.
Yeah, nearly 2 years.
Yeah, very good. All right, great start to the podcast. Loving 2026 so far.
Yes.
We're going to go to our first break, and we will be right back. Installer nights are officially live and expected to sell out. If you're in Victoria, these are the first 2, and they're going to be big. If you want to get your crew there, bring an apprentice, or just get out and reconnect with the industry, don't leave it too late. Grab your tickets before we hit capacity.
All right, we're back from our first little tea break. First one.
Yep, little apple break for me.
Yeah, that was cool.
Good.
We are very lucky here at Six Star. We get a beautiful fruit delivery every week.
Good fruit too. That was a good apple.
Yeah. Mark like the banana.
But it's a little bit further to go in my view, I think.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
You could keep it in the car for another few days.
You can take it. It's on me.
Excellent.
Oh, cool. All right. I want to start asking Michael about EVs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Some cool stuff that's been happening in the EV world. You're probably the biggest EV expert we've had on the podcast, I think.
I'd be glad to be that were the case.
Yeah. No, definitely. I think that we do dabble in the topic a bit, don't we, Lauren? Every now and then we talk about it.
Every now and then. I think I drive one, but I'm not going to say that I know everything about them. I love them. I think they're awesome, and I definitely feel like I'm doing my bit, but I'm going to leave that to you.
Well, I've got a prediction.
Yeah.
I think 2026 is going to be the year of the tradie EV. Yeah.
I just got a little shiver then.
Yeah.
How cool.
I think we've turned a corner in terms of the availability.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, tradies, for the most part, do maybe 100, 200 Ks a day tops.
Yeah.
So the kind of range that you're getting from your battery electric vehicles these days is easily going to get you there.
Yep.
And so tradies can be confident to get into an EV. We've got the KGM Musso EV ute available now for about 60K. Got really impressive specs. So that's an option. We've got the Ford Transit plug-in hybrid.
Yeah.
I've seen these.
Yeah. Lots of tradies prefer a van over a ute, so having a plug-in hybrid version available finally will be attractive to some in the trade.
Do you know what the range is on those? The electric range.
Electric range will probably only be around 40 Ks a day.
Yep.
Which get most people from sort of to work and home.
Yep.
Out of trouble, maybe?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the petrol will always kick in whenever you need it to. The more you can plug it in, the better, obviously.
Yep.
And then we've got the Hilux EV coming this year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isuzu D-Max.
I didn't know about the Isuzu. Really?
Yeah.
I knew about the Hilux. I heard about that. This can be interesting with the Toyota, seeing what they can do. But yeah, the Isuzu as well.
That's right. Yeah. So
What about the MG? Is there an MG ute that
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
coming
EV
out
though.
this year, but it's not.
It's not. Oh, okay, cool. Got ya. I saw them the other day and I'm like, is that an EV? You know how sometimes the EVs have the grill and you can just tell.
You can just tell it's an EV, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, MG's really savvy with their design. I don't know if that's an EV, but it looked really cool.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah.
And the Ford Ranger, I think that one's been,
The plug-in hybrid.
or is that what plug-in hybrid as well? Yep, cool. I think that one's been in the pipeline for a while.
There's lots of good options. And I think the sooner the trades get into EVs, the better, particularly electricians. I feel like electricians will have the most trust in the technology and the most, how should I say it? That they'll just be the best equipped to install their own equipment and make sure they've got charging options wherever they need them.
Yep.
So that'll give them the most confidence to make that jump and get into an EV and start saving money on fuel costs. I mean, I had a friend the other day got into a Mustang Mach-E. He got some sweet deal on the novated lease.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was mostly his partner drives the car, but they were spending something like $400 a month on fuel. And when they did the math, say they spend $50 on electricity, that $350 saving was just paying off their interest and a part of the part of the car loan. So it just made a lot of sense to them. I think you had some similar numbers with when you broke down purchasing your EV, Pat.
Look, to be honest, it's as simple as this for me. Like I was closer to $300 a week on fuel. And
That's a good week as well.
no, like I used to say between 200 and 300, and then it was always closer to 300.
That's insane.
Especially with prices just going up a fair bit more. Then that's pretty much where the payments are. So it's almost like I know, and there's more to it. There's definitely more to it. There's tax breaks. There's other things to consider. But it's like when it's that sort of clear cut, it's not even a contest. Like it's not even like it's with the amount I'm spending on power now to charge up my EV, it's pretty much nothing.
Bugger all.
Yeah, I
That's
charge.
the same as us here as well.
Yep.
I mean, our fuel, not all of us are on the EV yet. There's one to go, and our fuel bill has just dropped dramatically, and our power bill here has barely gone up.
Yeah, you got solar on the roof here?
Yep, absolutely.
What's that?
Yeah, so not on the building next door because we leased that one, but on this one it's covered up there, which is good.
I must say as well, like it's also good for my mental health not having to go into a servo.
Yeah, so I was just going to say this.
And buy that junk food?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's right, and the waistline and all that stuff. Yeah.
I filled up Mum's car over the Christmas break because I used it. Mum was on charge, and I thought, bugger it, I'll just use hers. Like, I'll fill it up for her. And I went to the petrol station. I almost felt gross.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I haven't done this for ages. Like, this is
petrol
weird.
on my hands.
Oh.
It was so weird. And I was just I just felt out of place. I just felt like I was doing the wrong thing as well. It was really funny. I don't know if you felt that.
Yeah.
You've had to fill up Joe's car or something and just go, oh.
Oh, I had to go fill the Triton up the other day because I'm about to sell it. So I filled it up, and like as I'm like putting the pump back in, there's like it wasn't from me, but there was all like spilt diesel there, and it's going on my shoes, and I'm just going, oh.
This is so shit.
Yeah. Actually, here's a dilemma I've got. I've still got a petrol mower. It needs fuel.
Oh, no.
I'll refuse to take my Kia to the servo and put a little jerry can in there.
No.
It's just, I don't want it to stink of petrol. I just don't want it to happen.
People are going to probably look at you and go, look at this idiot. He's got an EV. And
Yeah.
he's at the petrol station. How come it's not working?
Yeah, the old Victor. You got to keep him going.
Got to keep them going. Yeah, that's it. Anyway.
So I just want to add, funny you say that 2026 is going to be the year of the EVs for the tradies. So I actually just wanted to let you guys know. So I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about Josh before, and he purchased the BYD, the Shark, and he is about to exit that and go back into a high-ace, diesel high-ace. So he found for him that it was not practical at all. And now when I was actually hearing you think about it, I thought, well, maybe if he sat still for a little bit and he wasn't lugging around panels all the time, he would probably get a lot more benefit out of it, because as soon as he took the trailer off and he wasn't lugging that weight, it was a great car.
Yeah.
But he just loves it. He loves doing jobs on his own, and he'll chuck, 15, 20 panels in the trailer and keep himself going for the day. And it was just horrible. Like he was filling up just as much. So
it wasn't necessarily performance. It was actually
performance. It was
just using too much fuel.
Exactly.
And
right.
carrying that much load.
Exactly.
Just not really set up for that.
And look, if he really put all the panels, and everyone else and the apprentices were taking the utes instead, and they were taking the weight, I'm sure it would be perfect. I mean, he used it over Christmas, no trailer, and he filled up a handful of times. So it solved the problem. But definitely check the specs before you jump into a car.
Yeah,
I'm
for
going
sure.
to say.
Yeah, assess what kind of duty cycle it's going to be doing. When you hitch a trailer up to your ute, particularly one full of inverters and panels,
Batteries.
basically attaching a kite to the back of your ute, creating a lot of drag.
Yeah.
So you will experience increased fuel consumption.
Bang.
Yeah, factor that in. China have just introduced a strong new mandate that plug-in hybrids will have to have ranges of at least, I want to say 200 kilometres. I'll have to check the stat on that. But
Wow, that's
the
huge.
BYD Shark 6 has currently got around 100 k's of range, electric only.
Yep.
So as soon as you get those battery capacities a little bit greater, that will get you out of trouble with your towing. Just around the city, obviously when you're going towing hundreds of kilometres, you're still going to run into the same issue.
Yep.
Pulling over to charge more often, but doing solar jobs around Melbourne, that would have got him out of trouble, I'd have thought.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think it's really worth people purchasing these long range EVs? Do you think there is that much benefit from them? Because some of them are significantly pricier.
Yeah. So you're talking about battery electric or plug-in?
Battery electric, yep.
Yeah. Look, I think in Australia we have a culture of driving long distances a couple of times a year. So for the most part, on a day-to-day basis, we don't drive that much. Maybe we average 40 kilometres a day. But a couple of times a year, we will do that 300, 400, 500 kilometres of driving.
Yeah.
And that's the use case that people have in mind when they purchase a vehicle.
Yeah.
Better or worse. So I do see benefit in the long range options. And we're seeing cars on the market now with 700 k's of range. Obviously you pay a pretty penny for those vehicles.
Yeah.
But the price will come down. Battery technology continues to improve, and the price is coming down that scale at an astronomical rate. So we're going to see vehicles coming to market with huge range, and I don't really mind. Whatever gets people into EVs sooner is better, in my view.
What's your number one selling point for an EV? You were trying to get someone to change. If you wanted them to just take away one thing, what would you say to them?
As we've learnt in the solar industry, environmental arguments don't work for the most people. So it has to be the savings on energy. And we talked a bit about time of use tariffs before. I think one of the greatest kept secrets about EVs is the special time of use tariffs that you can get once you have an EV. There's about 5 or 6 energy retailers who you can hand over your registration number to, and they'll confirm that that is in fact an EV, and they'll give you special time of use rates. So they can include free energy between 11 a.m. or 12 noon and 2 p.m. Free energy to charge your car with, and then very cheap overnight rates, sort of between midnight and 6 a.m., between 8 and 10 cents a kilowatt hour. So
you can also charge your own batteries off that as well.
you can charge whatever off of that price.
You can.
There's big gains for people to make on that basis.
Yeah.
But from a driving experience, they're smooth, powerful,
It's amazing.
quiet,
Mm-hmm.
no stress. It's just a lovely driving experience.
It's totally different, isn't it? It's a totally different driving experience. It's a
just
pleasure.
quiet.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've said this before. If I've had a day here, quite often, but I can't just drive home. It's only about a 20-minute drive home, and I've just sat in silence the whole time. And I get home, I'm like, that was elite. I just recharge the batteries then, my brain batteries.
Your batteries, yeah.
It's amazing. And then even when I drove Mum's Mercedes over the break, I'm like, oh, this thing is just clunky, loud,
it's so
it's annoying.
It's so bad getting into
I'm like,
ICE vehicles.
gosh, what is this?
Yeah, I know. It's funny.
Anyway, to finish off the point I was making before about getting electricians into EVs,
Yeah.
I think that's a really important stepping stone to help them sell EVs to their customers.
Yeah.
So solar and EVs go together like hand in glove, and the better electricians and solar installers understand the technology that they use, the better they'll be able to sell it to their customers.
Yeah, it is a huge talking point. I've been to site with Josh before, and the customers come out and they see his car and they go, oh, what do you think of this? And what EV do you have? And we're installing an EV charger or something, and it is a topic of conversation.
Well, as soon as a customer indicates that an EV is in their near future, the amount of solar and battery you can potentially sell them goes up. And then you can also sell them an EV charger or a bi-directional EV charger on top of that. So I think it makes sense to be offering the full suite to your customers. I think there's some reluctance amongst some in the industry that selling bi-directional EV chargers might reduce the amount of battery, stationary storage that they'll be able to sell to their customers. I think that's the wrong way of looking at it. I think the right way to go about it is to acknowledge that you're not just there to sell them a renewable energy system. You're also there to save your customer money, and they're going to be happier with you and stay with you more long term if you sell them the full suite, or at least give them the option.
That's a pretty short term view, I think. To go, I'm going to sell you a smaller battery. I'm going to sell you a larger battery because I make more money off that.
No, I've heard it. I've heard it from in the industry, and it hurts me a bit.
Yeah.
But that's the way some sort of very, very prudent and financially focused people will look at it.
Yeah, right. It's, I can't get my head around that, but that's just me.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You'll still be able to sell them plenty of stationary storage because fact is the car won't be there at all times. For 2-car households, if they eventually have 2 EVs, then chances are at least one of them will be there to supply the home and potentially back to the grid. But yeah, I think you're right. But I've heard people look at it that way.
I'll just I'll flip what you said before about Sparkies parking in the drive and then people asking them about their EVs and stuff. So it also goes the other way too. So I've turned up to someone's house the other day in my EV. And they're like, they came out and started grunting, going, oh, is that one of those bloody electric vehicles, is it? And I'm like, yeah, it is. And they're like, oh, it's a Kia. Oh, right. What made you go electric, mate? And I'm like, well, where do you start? Like, I've got a lot of reason. He's going, I bet you don't park it in your bloody garage, do you? And I'm like, as a matter of fact, I do. Oh, geez, mate, I don't know about that. Those go up,
Go up in
People
flames.
don't, and then the fireys won't talk about it, and it's not in the media, and And he's,
It's all the fireys want to talk about.
I know.
Trouble is, it barely ever happens.
It's never,
Is that my dad? Is that
No,
my house that you
it
went to?
wasn't.
My dad won't let me plug in overnight.
So,
Yeah, doesn't. Yeah,
That's right.
takes it off. And I get a notification on my phone and I just
Okay.
leave that.
I think of the 10 EV fires we've ever had in Australia, maybe one of them was plugged in at the time. And so,
You're preaching to the wrong person. I know that.
Yeah, that's just not a thing. I mean, look, who knows? I'm sure there's going to be more. Well, there's definitely going to be more EV fires when more, when more, there's going to be more EVs
When
on the
more
road.
cowboys install the EV chargers.
we've nearly got 500,000 EVs in Australia now.
Yeah, right.
Just elite.
I mean, yeah, of course the chances increase, but we have 7 petrol vehicle or fossil fuel vehicle fires a day in Australia. So
Yeah, and it's funny. I even see sometimes I'll see things online where a petrol vehicle has caught fire on the freeway, and then you see all these comments on it saying, "Bet you it's a Tesla," or like people just want there to be.
assume.
Yeah,
They want there to be issues. They want us to fail like everything in this industry.
that's it.
Well, yeah, I just think it's a confirmation bias.
Yeah, that's
For a lot-
right.
for a lot of
That's what it
people.
is.
They still drive a fossil fuel vehicle.
Yep.
So they're looking for reasons to confirm that was the right decision
Yeah.
for them to make.
Yep.
But yeah, the change is inevitable, and it will just get easier as they become more widespread.
It already is. It's been a huge shift.
Yeah.
There's been a massive shift, and maybe that's my confirmation bias buying an EV. I can see now, like, there's chargers everywhere. There's
Everywhere.
Yeah, they are. I was driving last night. It was easier to find an EV charger than it was to find a public toilet. So
Wow.
out west, I was in Taylor's Lakes last night, looking around. And I ran into like 3 different public charging stations, and I couldn't find a public toilet.
So did
I had to go to KFC.
Did you use that Google integration that we were talking
No.
about yesterday?
No, I wasn't actually looking for a charger. I was looking for a public toilet.
And you just came across.
I just came across 3 different EV. I know. So yeah, KFC, had to go there. That's what you just got to do. What you got to do. But yeah, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. I wouldn't mind asking you about public chargers. So they are going in more and more. Obviously, the naysay is going to be like, oh, there's not enough. they're always full. All that. Well, we've all heard all the
Always
stuff.
broken.
Yeah, always broken. All the stuff. You hear it all. Do you think that's something we have to get better at in Australia? Like, does the infrastructure need to get much better on those, more well-travelled routes, or, suburban, or, whether it's country, whatever it is? Do you think that's something that's imperative to the transition? Like, is that something where we're not going to do this transition without that? Or do you think...
100%.
Yeah.
There are 2 things that need to sort of increase in parallel.
Mm-hmm.
So EV uptake and the infrastructure rollout.
Yeah.
So we've got over 4,000 DC connectors in Australia.
Yeah.
That's not bad when you consider there's just over 6,000 petrol stations in Australia.
Whoa.
So
That's quite close, those numbers.
No, but you got to think, a lot of petrol stations have got, 10, 20 pumps.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it only relates to about 1,200, 1,300 sites.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do need to get on Google or get on PlugShare and see where there's going to be a charger on your route, and whether it's being used, and whether it's available for use. But absolutely, we expect there to be 5 million EVs by 2035. That's like a 10x increase on what we have now. So the number of connectors will need to increase in line with that. To give people that confidence that there's going to be a charger there where they need it, it's going to be working, and it's going to be of a suitable capacity to get them back on the road as quickly as they want to be back on the road.
I hope there's a time, because you know how a lot of the EV chargers are obviously built into the petrol stations as well, or they're a couple of meters away from it. I hope there's a time where there's just no petrol Bowsers, and they're all just EV.
Or no, just like one petrol Bowser where everyone's lining up for them.
Yeah, it'll be flipped.
Yeah.
And that's nice because it's co-located with the shop, and people really like the convenience of going and get the paper or a gas bottle or whatever, while they're there filling up, and it also means that the site is manned. So if any maintenance issues come up, and security wise, they're there to stop people engaging in cable theft or anything like that. So it's a real win-win when you can co-locate EV chargers at petrol stations.
Does there have to be someone on site for maintenance at all times, or is it
A lot of them,
someone that can be called in?
A lot of them don't. Like I've been to a few now where there's just been no one there. I was actually at the uni in Frankston. I popped in there because I needed. That was that.
Toilet again?
No, I didn't need the toilet. That was actually the one time where I've stuffed up with my charger, and I ended up trying to be a bit too funky with my timers and everything. Woke up in the morning and my EV was at 19%. So I left half an hour early, and my first job was in Frankston, and I
Perfect.
did a fast charge, and I was sweet to go. It was good. So yeah, then a lot of them I've noticed aren't manned. Some of them I've noticed are at the back of petrol stations. They kind of get a bit out the back, which is, I don't know, it's sort of good. You get away from the trucks and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's been pretty good.
The only problem with that is the visibility. So we don't want consumers just to be having to look at an app to understand how many charges there are around. We want it to be in their face, like a petrol station.
Yeah.
So you just can't miss them, you know. That's the kind of signage.
It's a good point.
Do you think it'll be like what's on the number plates? So you know how they've got the petrol, the fork and knife,
Something like that would be
like
great.
the EV triangle.
Yeah.
I'm not fussy.
Just new.
I just want a big sign up there.
Yeah,
And it's been difficult for charge point operators because you have to get it. You have to get some money for it. You have to get it through council, and you have to get it through whoever is the site owner. And that's why it hasn't happened to the degree it should have.
So of that 4,000 uptake that you mentioned before, do you know which state is leading that?
I believe it's New South Wales.
Yep.
They have really strong policy commitment and money on the table.
Is that right? You mean state at the state level?
Yeah.
Do they?
State government doing most of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
So they've got a bit of money in the coffers for that, whereas the Vic government will tell you that they haven't.
Yeah.
Is there any preference on where they have to roll them out first? You know, you see them obviously going in universities and hospitals and shopping centres. Is there any method to that madness?
More and more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because where the holes now are out in the regional.
Exactly right.
areas.
Yeah.
So they're providing extra funding if you can put a charger out in those holes.
Cool.
Yeah, okay. I mean, and that's why a lot of regional people, you know, a lot of the pushback comes from regional people saying, I do my 200-300 kilometres a day. So,
I can't charge.
Can't charge. I'm going to get stuck.
Yeah.
I'd like to go EV. Or I've gone EV, and it's a little bit hard.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like, if I can do it, anyone can. Don't you reckon?
I think so.
Yeah. Like, honestly, like I thought there would be challenges when I thought I could first do it. And I'm like, I can do this. I can work this out.
Even girls
So
from
far.
up the coast, like I could confidently say I could drive up to Queensland with my car.
Oh, you'd be able to. You
No
would definitely
worries.
be able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Is another thing I wanted to ask as well, is there any extra tickets that a Sparky would have to get to be doing this type of work? Like the big commercial EV chargers?
No. Your license is unrestricted. So yeah, I mean there are courses available from I think through Master Electricians and Nika and
Holmes Glen Moorabbin's doing one as well, I believe.
yeah. So there's definitely some extra training available, but it's not necessary
Okay.
at this stage.
But then again, like I would say this about I'd call this some type of specialised electrical work. So there's things about this which potentially could be high risk. So you still have a duty of care. If you're installing stuff, you need to
you
make
know
sure
what you're doing.
you need to know what you're
You're up
doing.
to
That's
scratch.
it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I can't remember who told me this now. It might have been in a dream or something, but I always have that scenario in my head of the coroner, right? Someone dies and you've installed something and it blows up or whatever. Can you say...
Section P of AS 3000 is full of recommendations.
Yeah.
You're still going to say,
That's
why didn't you
it.
follow them.
That's right. And what do you say? Because it's not mandatory, because I didn't have to.
Yeah.
Sorry. They're going to go, well, you could have done this.
Is that going to cut it?
Yeah, that's it. I always think like that. So, I mean, you know, there's probably not a massive amount that can go wrong with EV charging. I actually don't know. Maybe I should do the course. But
I don't know. You look at so when you go to the public spaces, the associated equipment next to them, like the big switchboards, and you can just see them and you're like, I look at all the signs.
oh, yeah.
Gee, it must be a mess in there.
They're heavy current boards, like
Yeah.
a lot of current, and a lot of these EV charging points have got like transformers just on the side of them. Do you know much about that? The higher voltage stuff? Have you seen?
They will need their own transformer, some of them. You hear about some of the megawatt chargers that will need to go along the highways to service electric trucks.
Yep.
They'll need their own transformer from the transmission lines, not distribution lines.
Yeah, right. Wow.
Yeah. Massive capacities. But for the most part, you sort of, a couple of 50 kilowatt chargers. That's just going to need an upgrade to the existing transformer. Won't need its own.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
What do you think, or how quick do you think the uptake in electric trucks is going to be? Shout out to Ozpost. I saw one of them the other day.
Yeah.
Lynn Fox as well. They've seen a couple of electric. Got really excited.
I think we're probably at a tipping point. You see some trucks coming out of China now, much more affordable than the incumbents. Some of the Volvos and Mercedes, they're sort of 600,000 kind of figures.
Yeah.
And the Chinese ones are coming out at more sort of 400.
I reckon I saw something on LinkedIn at about 400 the other day. Yeah.
So that makes a difference. And they keep these trucks on the road for a long time as well. So the fuel savings are very significant. For battery electric semis and that kind of thing. So there's more and more pull through bays and megawatt charging going in. I think logistics companies are looking hard at it.
Yeah.
It's going to be our next big purchase, I think.
What, for Six Star? Really?
Get both of our trucks off.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. How cool.
So we've got a big one. We've got a big one and we have a little one. Little one is kind of like the emergency truck. Half the size of it, but you'd probably test the waters there.
So what do you do with that? Like, have you thought about charging? Like, what do you do with that? Because you're talking like megawatt chargers, aren't you, Michael? Is that what you're saying with trucks?
In the future.
In the future?
Yeah.
Yeah. But so the size of those batteries in a truck, I'm tipping, what sort of sizes are they? Like, I mean, in mine, I think I've got 86 kilowatt hours in my Kia.
Yeah.
What's a truck?
About 600 kilowatt
600 kilowatt hours, right. So that's a lot.
Insane.
So, from, if you do it from a granny charger, it's going to take like 250 hours or something.
So depots will be looking at getting DC chargers in.
Yeah.
Potentially.
So what are you going to do,
network upgrade or a significant on-site generation?
I was going to say, you're going to
storage.
upgrade your solar just to put another few hundred extra panels.
We will move to a gated community.
Power station.
There you go.
Yeah.
Engage in a bit of vehicle grid later in the day and make some money.
That's our goal, to get a gated factory. That way we can just have containers of stock in the car park.
Nice.
It's the one thing that we're missing here.
No, that'll be cool.
Yeah. Just have like a couple of mega chargers out the front as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we toyed around with the idea here, but Body Corp just didn't want a bar of it. So then that's when we just resulted to putting 4 in all the factories, 2 here, 2 there. And it works.
Very good.
Love to hear it.
I'm really interested in this electric truck thing because we've got, on our way to net zero and all the stuff all the politicians all talk about.
They make up 2% of the vehicle fleet, but account for 20% of the emissions.
That's it, 20%. That's the figure I was about to say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're right. I'm glad you actually said it because I'm pretty sure it's 20. 20% from transport, isn't it? 20% of the emissions come from transport.
Overall come from transport.
Is that right? 20%?
And then of transport emissions, 20% of them come from trucking.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roughly speaking.
Yeah. I feel like we're doing our bit pretty well in the electrical or solar industry. I feel like we're lifting our weight and even more.
NEM emissions are coming down slowly. And so the more we can get electrified, the better. But transport's going to be the next big one too.
Well, this is it. This is the next one, isn't it? It has to be the next one that we tick off.
It has to be because agriculture is going to be hard. Yeah.
Okay.
Industry's going to be hard. Possible, but more difficult.
When you say industry, are you talking about like
making things,
aluminium smelters,
manufacturing, high heat applications?
Yeah.
Melting things.
Yeah, a problem to solve.
Absolutely. Yeah, there are electric options for these things, but they cost money, take time to implement. Sure.
Some of these factories and these big guys, they've been doing the same thing their whole entire life.
Oh, why should they change?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
But hey, broke, don't fix it.
Yes. Just imagine.
It's only Australia's manufacturing on the line.
Yeah, that's it.
You have to remain.
Yeah, that's right.
somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. All right, cool. Well, let's go to our final break. We'll come back and wrap things up in a minute. Want to also talk about a couple of things coming up, Lauren?
Oh,
We're in our last break, so
don't bring this on me. I don't know.
No, I'm not. No, you do know. You do know. No, I just want to let everyone know the dates for the installer nights. That's the main thing. First two. So, all right, we'll go to our final break and be back in just a few moments.
Real.
Tired of scrambling for CPD points at the last minute? With Southwell Solar Training, you can earn all 100 points for your accreditation without leaving home and without wasting time on boring, irrelevant courses. Our online training is practical, compliance-focused, and designed by industry pros who've actually been on the tools. Learn at your own pace, get your certificate instantly, and stay compliant without the stress. Check out the full course list now at southwellsolartraining.com.au and get your CPD the easy way.
All right, we are back from our last ad break.
We're back.
Had a few technical difficulties this one, but it wouldn't be the start of the year.
No, wouldn't be season 3 without technical difficulties.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, very good. Oh, this has been good so far, learning about EVs. And yeah, I feel like we're talking to a real expert here, Michael. I feel like you've really given us a good insight into what's happening in the world of it. Yeah, like I say, we're only exposed to it a little bit. So it's been good. Been really nice to hear so far. Before we get too much further, I want to just mention the installer nights we're doing. We've got the dates and venues booked for the first couple. So
get your pen and papers, everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pen and paper. Yeah.
Chuck it in your notes.
Yeah. So we're kicking off in Melbourne. We're going to be at the Sandown Park Hotel in southeast Melbourne, which is about 2-minute drive from Eastlink, so pretty easy to get to. That'll be on Wednesday, the 25th of February. So coming up, you're going to see that all over the socials soon. We'll be very shortly announcing sponsors and also announcing speakers too. So we've got some pretty cool speakers that are going to be there.
And it won't be my voice.
No, it won't be.
So you can get a break, everyone.
Yeah, exactly. And then the second one will be a week later on Wednesday, the 4th of March, and that will be at the Huon Hill Hotel in Wodonga. So there's our first two for Victoria.
And then after that, we'll be rolling into solar and storage.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was the other one I was going to mention. Good one. So
Which is really exciting as well.
Yeah. So that's the 18th of March. Solar and Storage Live in Queensland.
Yep. We'll be on tour up there. So any of our Queensland friends that are going to be out and about, let us know. Come jump on, do a podcast maybe, have a chat.
For sure.
I don't actually even know what we're doing yet, but I know we're going to be there.
Yeah. That was Michael, you were at that. I saw you at that event last year. The
Solar and Storage Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. That was a good little...
Yeah, it's a good little event, isn't it? Yeah.
Are you going to be coming up this year?
No, ducking it this year.
Yeah. No, it is. It's a good little event. It's a little bit different to some of the other ones. More of the side.
I'm excited because I've only really experienced all energy, which is just madness. It's chaos. And even last year, like I reckon we were just booked out the whole time, which was so fun catching up with everyone. And then I went to the Smart Energy one in Sydney, which was a little bit smaller. And I hear that the Brisbane one is quite similar.
Oh, it's smaller than that too.
Which I'm actually excited because you can catch up with people and you don't feel like you're on a timeline. And I'm like, shit, I've got to go here. I've got to do this. So I think I'm excited just to chill out and meet some new people up there, which will be fun.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. Doing that event. And yeah, I don't know when Smart Energy is. That's a few weeks after that, maybe. I don't know.
Hopefully it's a little bit after that.
Let everyone know soon.
Yep. I think it's usually around April. It was right over my birthday weekend last year. So who knows?
Very good. What else has been happening the last week or so? It hasn't been too much in the industry, I don't think, has there, since Christmas. It's been
pretty cruisy, which is good.
I think people have been pretty much doing like back to work and maybe just going about their business.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, a lot of our builders, they haven't been active this week at all. We're getting a lot of replies back saying we're back on the 12th or One of them actually came back on the 28th, which I thought was awesome. But
Yeah.
a few installers that worked all through the Christmas period. Hats off to you guys. I think that was just madness after the back of the year that we had. So I really hope everyone's looking after themselves, taking their breaks and doing something for yourself every now and then. 'Cause it can be pretty brutal working over the Christmas period and the lead up. So
Most definitely.
yeah.
And the other thing to mention at the moment, like, is look, I don't know what it ended up getting to in Melbourne yesterday. I think it's about 43 degrees. I know where I was, got to, I think I was in Point Cook in the afternoon, got to 44, 45. It was really, really hot. Bushfires everywhere.
Yeah.
So, yeah, which is quite concerning. We're still not sure the extent of what they're all going to end up being. This house has been lost. Haven't heard of anyone being injured just yet, but, you know, it's still early days. So everyone out there who's in a community where you're being affected by bushfires, make sure you stay safe and look after each other.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's settled down a fair bit by the time this goes to air. But it's some concerning memories, a lot of flashbacks of some, you know, concerning times we've had in this part of the world. So it's difficult time for a lot of people.
Mother Nature is a beast.
Yeah.
A scary beast.
Also, just on that topic, Michael, just wanted to mention, like, when you went 2019, 2020, you did a little bit of a road trip.
Yeah.
You know, tell us a little bit about that. So that was the summer of I think they call it the Black Summer, bushfires maybe, I think they call that one, 1920, out Gippsland area.
Yeah, so Black Summer, that affected Cobargo.
Yeah.
Down all the way to Omeo. Through there.
Was it Malakuta and around there? Was it?
Yeah, Malakuta.
Malakuta copped it pretty bad, didn't they?
Oh, those bushfires.
Dived into the ocean to get away from
That's
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hundreds of properties lost. Can't remember how many lives.
Yep.
There was way too many anyway.
It was probably our worst event since Black Saturday, I'd say.
Yeah, I
in
remember those
down here.
Malakuta fires. They
Yeah.
were next level.
Yeah, it was horrendous.
Were you affected by them or what?
Not at all. Just a couple of mates in the industry and I, with some help from CEC colleagues and the CEC themselves, bought up a bunch of secondhand solar panels and batteries and went out to about 5 people who'd lost their homes and installed some standalone solar systems for them.
Wow.
Just sort of get them back online and hopefully in a position to rebuild their lives. So I was very grateful to the CEC and all my colleagues at the time for enabling us to do that work. And this is just good to get back out into the community and help in any way we could.
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Wow.
Yeah, hopefully it won't be required off the back of these fires.
Yeah, hopefully not. I mean, it's we don't know, but it's yeah.
That's a lot. How did you even? I don't even know how you want to sum up how you felt when you were doing that. But you go into some homes that would have nothing. Then these people, you don't even know these people.
Yeah, they'd been absolutely raised, and the people were in shock. Still, we rocked up, a month or two after the fire's gone through, so they were still pretty rattled. But it did give us an enormous sense of satisfaction and gratitude just to be able to help those people in some way.
Good sense of community spirit. You would have still been feeling it out there. They all sort of band together and help each other out.
They did seem to, yeah. The locals, they were helping out as much as they could, but they were pretty tapped, and so you did see a lot of our companies coming in from surrounds to rebuild, which was great to see as well.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Congratulations on doing that. That was it's definitely to be in the position to be able to do that, and then actually, I think, did you spend annual leave doing that? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. That's amazing. Really, that really is amazing. So, well done for doing that. That's really cool. Yeah. Don't want to end things on too much of a somber note, but no. But I think that's we look at the lighter side with that.
Yeah, and I'll also add to that. You would be the perfect person to come into my organisation and come to our community days and our environmental days. It's I think it is something that I would really push every business owner to take up in 2026 is grab your staff, have an annual leave day and get them out volunteering in the community. we still, we make the meals, we pack Christmas hampers, we go down to like local communities, Lyrebird surveying, we do all this random stuff, and it is so rewarding. And even it can be quite traumatic when you go into these people's communities or what we do, but what our staff get out of it is amazing. To be able to give back, it's the best feeling ever.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And grounding for them too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you're not going to, I don't come here to work every day. I come here to have fun, and you're a part of something much bigger, which is what you did as well. So well done.
Thank you.
Anyway, you're both coming to our next community day.
Okay.
Lock it in.
Feel all warm and fuzzy now. Oh. All right, cool. Well, I think we're just about the end of our episode. Michael, thanks for coming in. You got any last comments you want to share with us? You've pretty much covered everything, I reckon. We've covered a lot.
I think so, yeah. Just get around the EV industry and
Yes.
let's have a big 2026.
Let's do it. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Michael. All right, Lauren. Well, till next time. That's been a good start to season 3.
Are we allowed to say see you on the roof?
I think you would have trademarked that, I reckon. I think so. I don't think you can say that.
It's not up for grabs.
No. No.
Not today.
No.
Anyway, stay safe, everyone.
Yeah. Stay safe. Stay cool, especially in the southern states where it's really been very, very hot.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about the northern states. It's hot it's always hot up there.
Look after yourself.
Actually, they've been getting a lot of rain and storms and that sort of stuff. So some places have been flooded. Everyone stay safe. Extreme weather.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah.
Look after yourself. Look after your mates.
Yep.
And be good.
And that's it. All right, that's the end of first episode, season 3. We did it. All right, we'll be back for the next one. Thanks, everyone.
Later.
See ya.